Hi, I'm Andy Welkley, and welcome to part 2 of our Whiteboard series on risk management. Last time we talked about vendors and managing the risk and the variables that come with bringing a vendor onto your property to perform services. Today we're going to talk about your employees. Next to your buildings themselves, your employees are an extremely valuable asset, and as a result introduce a fair amount of risk to the process as well. Now, pre-employment screening should be part of every risk management strategy. And there are a few things we want to keep in mind as we set up that strategy to make sure that we're bringing in the highest performing and most trustworthy employees into our operations. So first of all, we want to make sure that whatever strategy, whatever processes and procedures we put in mind are company-wide. That demonstrates that there's a top-down commitment to that strategy and to employee screening. No one should be exempt from this process that you put in place. Next, we want to make sure that we're looking at criminal background. Direct losses from theft from employees is a huge risk factor, as are lawsuits that could emerge from that type of activity. So criminal background checks are a must as we think about our pre-employment screening. Now, at the same time, we have to consider that each state might have different rules and regulations or laws that impact how we do that screening, the type of information we disclose to the candidates, the permissions and consent that we might gain. All those things must be factored into the process as we look at hiring a potential new employee. Following those laws, again, helps reduce the likelihood that we might face legal trouble down the road. Finally, we want to make sure that we're looking at the disqualification criteria up front. We don't want to be presented with certain information and have to make a decision where we haven't thought through the process ahead of time. So identifying what might disqualify a candidate before we do the screening, before we get that information back, really lends itself to a productive, accurate, and easy to follow process. Now, we've only hit some highlights here. Robin Kuntz has done a great job expanding on some of these things and adding to them in a blog that she authored, and we'll put a link to that blog below today's video. What I really want to stress here is that information is the key. Whether you're working with vendors or working with employees, what you don't know can hurt you. So information really is the driver behind a great risk management strategy. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Andy Welkley.